Press office, David speaking.
Hello, Press office, David speaking. Michael Doherty, freelance journalist. I sent in some questions about a week ago, well, over a week ago now, in relation to a High Court case that some of your investigators have taken out.
Hmm.
I haven't had a response yet.
Well, because you're not actually a journalist, Michael.
I'm sorry?
Well, you already have a point of contact within the IPCC who you've been advised to go to for any further information.
Is that David
so
Cornell?
I suggest that you'd go to
him. Is that David Cornell?
Yes, it is.
How is it that you establish I'm not actually a journalist? Where did you get that information from?
Well, because you aren't.
Where did you get that information from?
Well, we've discerned that you're not.
And how have you discerned that, David?
Well, because you're not a journalist, Michael.
Have you checked with the National Register of Journalists?
Are you on there?
Of course.
Right. Well,
David.
I'm not sort of debating this with you, Michael.
Have you asked me?
You have a point of
David,
contact.
Have you asked?
You have a point of
David,
contact within the IPCC.
Are you refusing to respond to a question from a journalist?
Well, I'm not, because you're not a journalist, Michael.
You keep repeating that, David. I've obviously directed you to where to check for. Have you checked whether I'm a journalist?
You're an interested party, Michael.
I'm an interested party.
Yes, exactly. Because
how am I an interested party?
Because you have your own sort of personal sort of interactions with the IPCC, and you've been advised that your contact should be through your point of contact with that. So I've contacted.
Are you saying I'm an interested party in what respect?
Well, because you have your own.
Well, I have an interest in the IPCC.
Yes, but on a personal level rather than a professional one. On
a personal level, not a professional one.
Yes.
So was it the fact that I organised the abolish the IPCC? Are you saying that's a personal issue or a professional issue?
No, in that you've had your own ongoing casework with the IPCC.
I have my own ongoing casework with the IPCC.
Yeah.
So you're unable to differentiate between that and my personal question and a question that you're in relation to my journalistic work.
Well, I don't think it's journalistic work, Michael.
You don't think so?
So I would advise.
David, how do you make that determination? How do you make that determination?
Your point of contact within the organisation.
David, how do you make that determination?
I'm not engaging in this conversation with you any longer.
David, well then raise a complaint. Raise a complaint that you're refusing to deal with a member of the press.
Well, you do that.
No, I'm telling you now, David, to raise a complaint that you're refusing to deal with a member of the press.
Okay, then.
Have you did you reply to my email a week ago?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Because I'm not dealing with someone that's not a journalist.
It's absolute abject failure to actually deal with this press question. Did you come back to me and say, did you give the information in an email? That I'm not dealing with you because you're not a journalist.
Well, I'm telling you now on the
phone. Did you ask me for my press credentials, David, at any point?
No.
No. Would you like my press credentials?
Feel free to send them through to the press office.
I'll tell you now. I can give it to you now. You know how to check for press. Do you?
Yes.
Good. My number is NUJ. Just to go and check it, David, and then please answer my press questions.
All right, Michael.
When can I expect an answer, David?
I don't know.
How long do you normally take to respond to a member of the press?
Well, that varies, Michael.
On what, David?
On the nature of the inquiry.
For the nature of the inquiry, repeat for the benefit of the recording. The first question is, did the IPCC fund a High Court legal case which claims harassment of senior investigator Rebecca Reed? Second question, how much did this High Court case cost to date? Third question, what, if any, injunctive relief or other sanctions have the IPCC been granted against online journalist and blogger Neil Wilby? Fourth question, what is the IPCC's position on protection of freedom of expression and fair comment in relation to the failure to hold police to account by the IPCC? And fifth question, has the press department been briefed on this case? And was there any agreed press lines as of the 21st of the 12th, 2014? at 9:30 p.m.
Yeah.
You got that?
Yeah.
So 8 days you haven't bothered to attend to those questions.
Well, I'm telling you that you have a point of contact within the organisation.
I have no point of contact with anybody.
Yes,
I have no point of contact. David, I have no point of contact. David, I have no points of contact with anybody. I'm contacting you as a member of the press. I'm contacting the press department of the IPCC. I'm asking you as a press department to provide a response to a member of the press.
Mm-hmm.
I've given you my press credentials. Your abject failure to bother to even inquire to me whether I'm a member of the press or not, to reach some decision. Who told you I wasn't a member of the press? Were you able just to make that up yourself? Is it a sort of the similar investigative skills that the IPCC employ when investigating the police? You just make. Hang on a second, David.
No.
You just make up. You just make up things.
I'm not discussing this with you anymore. All right.
Is it that you just make things up, David?